All right, well, I'd like to give everybody an update on this 2005 c230 compressor I've been working on, and I actually got my parts card yesterday. So this was the parts card that came from COUPE. Obviously, I mean, got hit pretty bad, but had a lot of the parts that I needed, like the air box, all the trunk pieces, and this rear carpet. So been working on that. I got the front carpet replaced, and this one's in pretty good shape, and it has a decent looking roof compared to the other one. But I may see if I can get a heat gun and actually get all this stuff out. I don't know, because this roof actually cut on, so I don't know what the issue was. I guess it didn't close all the way one day, but give you an update on where we're at with this one. Let's see if it's all locked up. Okay, this one's open. So, yeah. Oh, figured out what was going on with the speakers here. Whoever was doing some work previously, I mean, they had this unplugged, and I mean, they took the insulation off to wire in the speaker. So I just wrapped it up. I didn't see any reason to replace that whole harness. I was looking at doing that, but it ended up looking like it was going to be more a hassle. And in this one, they actually did cut, so I just went ahead and butt connected that back together. The speaker here, it looks like they had some aftermarket speakers put in compared to the factory one, and the one that was up here wasn't working, so I put in the Bose from my other one. And before I put the door panel back on, I got to see about getting some epoxy glue. I'm gonna sand these all down, pull them out a little bit, and then stick the door on. I'm gonna have to do the same up here because this was kind of stuck down in there. Didn't want to come out, but this door will be ready after I get some epoxy. So all the speakers work, and I'll show you. This carpet piece is in, so it looks good. It looks better than what it was. And there's actually like a bracket that was holding that little, I don't know if it's like a body control module in. Still got to finish the glove box, but not a big deal. And so that's looking real good. Got that speaker wire ripped out, so I still have it in the car. Because I'm not sure, I may use it or not, but not really concerned about that right now. I just kind of left it and started working on the trunk. So I got a lot of the trim pieces in here. I mean, I got my tools in here and whatnot right now, and so it's probably kind of hard to see a lot of stuff. And I'm about to go to church this on Sunday. I'm just kind of do a quick video, but notice that this subwoofer, and then have a subwoofer, the one I bought. And I was trying to figure out what these wires that were cut back here were. Looks like I got it stuffed in there. And they actually go to the subwoofer. So for testing purposes, I just took those black twist-on connectors, but I'm a butt connected on. And so that purple and purple and brown wire actually go to the subwoofer. I don't know why somebody would cut that. I mean, that makes no sense, but I'm just going to use like these yellow butt connectors and butt connected on, and I went and butt connected these. I'm not sure what these go to. I have to really do some research into the car, but I'm gonna stick this back in here. But it does work. I mean, everything works. Speakers all work, so that's looking good. And this trunk is looking really, really good. I'll have all the pieces for that and can fit that in. And just wondering about this, because I need to fit this in there too. So it looks like I could go behind it. Okay, so I'll probably work on getting this put in, and I could actually have just about everything in the bottom portion of the trunk done. And one thing I noticed was on the parts card, there's a leak here. It looks like this is a hydraulic cylinder, which is like the SLKs, and I noticed this freaking seat belt's cut. So I gotta replace the seat belt. That's gonna take some time, but you know, this one's definitely not leaking hydraulic fluid. And I know this roof works, is just that they caulked it. When you look at the parts car, there's definitely a leak there and a leak here, looks like. I don't know, that's from the hydraulic cylinder or not, but there's definitely one. That's hydraulic oil. I mean, I just can tell. So, you know, you gotta look at what would be the easiest. I may be taking both roofs off and making one. I don't know, I have to try to see that red one will actually work. But, you know, it's kind of giving an update on everything. So that's where I'm at with this one. Making some good progress. I'll probably, within the next couple days, have this whole back trunk done. I'll go ahead and get this rear carpet in. Move that up. I'll get this replaced because they cut that out. Get the back seat put in and all that. So all that'll be done. Seat belt. I have all this done. Get that door panel done. And I'm working on the air box. I got to wait for an actual tool to clamp it, because there's one clamp in the back. And let's see if I can get this to come up. So a good thing, I do have that piece off the other one, that where this is broken. I do have that piece. This grill looks like it's in decent enough shape, but there's no plastic. There's like a plastic bracket that holds his front bumper and all that in, because they got it zip tied and figured out that's the windshield washer reservoir. But I started taking everything loose here so I could replace the valve cover. And I also noticed there's a kind of oil leak from this cam sensor. Looks like it's got two cam sensors. And so I may end up replacing that cam sensor eventually, but I got a new valve cover gasket coming. I was working on getting the EGR out, and I'm gonna have to replace this pipe, or make a hole in for the EGR, but it's definitely an EGR pipe coming off of the stock one going to the EGR. And then figured out how to get the air box. So first I'm gonna do the air box for sure. There's a clamp way back in there. It's kind of hard to see, but I gotta get a special tool to get that air hose off, and this whole piece will come out. Get that replaced, get the valve cover on, put the EGR in this stock air pipe, put that back on, and then the engine should run fine, you know. And I'll get this inner fender lining, because it looks like I am missing the whole thing. Yeah, I'm missing the whole thing. It looks like it's two pieces on the other car, so that's gonna be fun. But I did get this cover on over here. Didn't realize that I was missing the fuse cover, and that was very important. You don't want it raining inside the fuses. I mean, it's just right there, and one good hard rain, and you know, can have some serious issues. But slowly but surely it's coming together. So that's where we're at right now on this one. Alright, well, I'll see y'all later.